evening, everyone, and welcome to the preview in the newly opened Craft Auditorium. Sorry that I wasn't speaking sooner. Tonight, we'll go over the future plans for RBC, and we have reached a new milestone where we have more unannounced changes than usual, so we think it is a good opportunity to host the first edition of our new annual announcement show entitled The Preview. As you can see on your screen right now, we have a lot of different topics to discuss tonight. We will start by discussing the thing that's probably on the top of everyone's mind at this point. That is, of course, our new update. When we are done discussing that, we will give you an update on Channel 4 new headquarters, and then we will move on to Good Morning Roblox, new information on that show. After that, we will talk about After, which recently started airing live on television, and then after that, we will head to a topic that many of you have asked us about, and that is advertisements. After the end of the event, we will discuss their need for new staff and how we're going to try and reach that goal, and then we'll finally share a change to our visions at the end of that event. That and more on the preview tonight. Let's start by talking about our new update, which we know all of you have been asking about. As you all know, probably the update will bring the recently made newsroom studio. Over the last days, we have worked on yet another map expansion. However, one of the things we're most excited for is a new name change for the game.
The current RBC headquarters, as we know and love it, was released just under a year ago. During that time, we haven't quite figured out a name for the place. That is until today. When the headquarters was made, its purpose was to unite all the different departments working at RBC. Around the beginning of this year, we realised that it would be better to move our production to a new place called RBC Governance. This meant that our headquarters wasn't really the headquarters for everything anymore. Therefore, we needed a new name. We picked RBC News 24. However, that name does not really work, as RBC Radio and our relations offices are also housed there. Therefore, yet again, we had to figure out a name. We decided to thoroughly look into it, and we saw Governance when searching for the right name. Then, we finally found it. It is no secret that the place we are talking about is massively inspired by the city of Reykjavik and neighbouring areas. We are proud to announce to our players that we are an Icelandic company, so it was almost as if the name was brought to us on a silver platter. We are ready to announce to you the new name of the RBC headquarters. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RBC Reykjavik.
Sam for this announcement. And there you have it. Our new headquarters will officially change to RBC Reykjavik as of the next update. As stated in our video, this is done as they aren't really our headquarters anymore. They are just our largest office. This is also done so that in the future, we have more possibilities of opening new places without having to move the official headquarters. Before we stop talking about our new update, we are ready to reveal an official release date. The update will be released next Sunday, that said in a week at around 8 p.m. GMT time. Let's change subjects and head to our new Channel 4 offices now. Jadeo will tell you guys about that, but let's see the Channel 4 announcement in case you have forgotten.
As you can see in that video, the headquarters for are huge. You can also see that they were planned to be released in the quarter of the first of 2025. We didn't quite hit that goal. We have exciting news about the development of Channel 4 that we want to share with you. We have been looking into hosting live streams from the building of Channel 4's new headquarters. We want to do that to both entertain you and give you all an insight into how things get made at RBC. We also want to do it to boost our motivation. This will also give you guys, the viewers, an incredible opportunity to have a say on what is made in the game. You can suggest studios, make our colours for things, or even custom assets, all while we are live. We aim to host the first live stream later this month, but first, Johnny needs to do a few modifications to set up before this is possible. This is all for Channel 4. Now, let's hear.
Thank you, and now let's get back to discussing RBC now, and we are going to quickly tell you about Good Morning Roblox. It's been nearly a year since it last aired, and you guys seem to love it. Due to lack of staffing at RBC, however, we had to close it down. Lately, we have had multiple requests to continue to do the show, so we have decided to give it one more chance. The new show will be produced under the News 24 and the radio division, and the people responsible for it will be Minnie, Parker, Bianca, Oliver, and Johnny Meister. The first episode will hopefully air later this month. Let's now hear from Giorgio, though. He is going to tell us about Afternoon Beats, which just recently turned to TV.
Thank you so much, Cooley. And yes, that is right. Afternoon Beats is going to be from just a radio show to a full-on TV show with a studio audience on RBC Television. Royal fans of RBC and listeners of the radio will surely know what Afternoon Beats is. The biggest, the most famous, heard and loved radio show on RBC Radio, airing every weekend for an hour a day, starting at 1 p.m., hosted by the legendary Oliver Everest, who's watching us from his bed in his dreams tonight. Not only that, but it's the first radio show to include a full-on production team. Happy, Master, and Jerick, with every single episode, host a full live stream from the studio on the official YouTube channel of the show with 4 live feed cameras and even a behind the streams. This has also brought our more listeners, lots of people attending the show in game, and a very fun climax for a show like never seen before. We realized Afternoon Beats' quality had grown to reach higher standards than most of our TV productions, especially as they actually happen. So it was only logical for us to offer Oliver a space on our YouTube channel in a big studio with a live audience which sells out every weekend just for him and his show. That is essentially the new Afternoon Beats. 64 people in one studio, some game shows, some interviews, some music, the perfect recipe for an hour of incredible fun, going live on the radio and then aired on television after being edited. There are 3 ways you can join in the fun, and the first one is clearly the best one. It is to attend the show in person with our studio audience. How to do that? It's very simple. 5 minutes before each episode ends, ticket sales are going to open for the next one of the following week. You can join the official Afternoon Beats Roblox game, available in our Roblox group, and simply click on one button to get one of the 64 tickets before they sell out. Never been easier than that. You literally have to just click a button. Even Karens can do it. Tickets are also all free, so you don't have to pay anything to enter the game. 10 minutes before the show starts at 1 p.m. GMT every Saturday and Sunday, the game will open for ticket buyers. And if you got a ticket, you'll be able to join the studio. Now simply join the VC and RBC Discord server and try to get selected to play in one of our musical games and watch live interviews, debates, and exclusive performances from your favorite artist, if we can get them, while having fun. If you're not able to attend in-game, you can always listen on radio or wait for the show, here's the news, to be uploaded on YouTube. Yes, you heard correct. Starting next week, every single episode is going to be edited out and released on YouTube after the show, with footage of the event caught by our amazing camera crew directed by Harry, who's not here tonight. Hi Harry. It is going to be one of our biggest productions and we cannot wait for it. You'll also be able to roleplay in a new studio in the latest update of RBC Graphic when it drops on Sunday. Right, I think I yapped enough. Sorry, I'm so nervous. There's really 50 people watching me. Now, okay, so back to Scully now.
Alright, now I'm going to tell you guys about what I think a lot of you have been requesting. We often get questions. Have we advertised on RBC Radio? Can we have our ad in our game? We have a commercial on your YouTube channel. Starting later this month, you guys will be able to pay for advertisement slots for your own ads to be played. At the start, we will only accept ads for our radio channel and our game. Later on, we'll start taking sponsors for our videos if anyone is interested in sponsoring it. The marketing division at RBC will constantly be reviewing for the ads, and in order to buy an ad slot, you'll have to make a special marketing ticket in our server. We'll publish more information about it when it gets closer to the start of our ad slot sale. Whilst we are discussing these changes to RBC, we'll also mention a change to our staff applications. It is no secret we need more staff members. We need a lot of them. In the coming days, we will redo our application to make individual forms for each division. That is done in order for us to review them more regularly and hire more people. After this conference, we will close down our old applications, and those who have not been hired yet will have to reapply once our new applications open. But about those divisions, last week we made some changes to those divisions. The security division and the community division have merged into a new relations division. They will handle the same task together now. This makes the communication between the staff members in those divisions even better than before. And the visuals division and the soundover division have also been merged into a new editing division with a new leadership. That will hopefully make everything a bit more smooth there. Well, that is all we had to discuss tonight. Before you judge us too hard, we are unprepared as hell. We got the idea to hold a press conference only 7 hours ago, and they got bigger, and now all of a sudden it has turned into a new annual event at RBC. We promise you that the next one will be more prepared than this one. That is an RBC guarantee. But thank you all so much for joining us. Before we end it tonight, we want to allow you, our viewers, to ask questions. Now's your time. You can do so both on YouTube or live in the arena. You can start asking them now. We have a question from, okay, what will the average price be per advertisement? That is still in the talks, but we will provide an answer once we get a clear-cut answer on what it's going to be. That is it for tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us, and take care. So long.